Good morning. Welcome to another mid-morning show coffee break. And we remembered to at least do this. It's been one of them days,
Hi, it's Tuesday. Yep, it has been. I got to work and couldn't find my work key. It started with that.
So I'm at home, and I'm in the car. I'm about ready to leave, and Deb calls, and I'm going, uh-oh, what's going on? She couldn't find her keys to get into the building. I hate that.
And you ladies will appreciate this. I took my whole purse and I dumped it out in the seat, the passenger seat of my car,
Right.
trying to find the keys.
Yeah.
I usually put them in one place
Sure.
so I can find them right away. And this morning, they weren't there.
Uh-oh.
And, I was just frantic. I called you. I called Charlie at home, woke him up at 4:30 in the morning. He's looking around the house, can't find it. They were stuck they must have fallen out of my purse, and they were stuck between the seat, the driver's seat, and the actual...
Oh, and the door?
And the door, yeah.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
And they kind of fell through down there. And
not out of my purse, but I had them happen. I've dropped stuff there.
Yeah, and so, I was so thankful to the Lord that I had that, because otherwise I was like, how am I going to get in? And I'm going to have to drive all the way home, and what if I can't find the key? And
yes. I'm glad you found them.
so, yeah. But that was a lot of excitement to start my day, a lot of, nervousness.
Right.
Anyway.
So we're also talking today a little bit about what is something in your house that you should probably give away. What is some of that, and like you had mentioned earlier, maybe guys, we have these favorite shirts or favorite socks or favorite jeans or whatever that are probably past due to go.
Right.
But you got to hang on to them.
That's right.
But,
and earlier we talked to Dave, and he was talking about his underwear.
Yeah, that's right.
That his life is just ready to...
If they get a small hole, they get turned into a dust rag right there. So what is that something? But also, you had brought something else out, too, about gifts.
Yeah, a gift that came just at the right time. We're thinking about getting rid of stuff, but also, did you ever have a blessing come just at the right time, a gift come just to the right time?
Francesca Battistelli, there is Messiah with Ken and Deb on Moody Radio, Quad Cities, WDLM, from the Word to Life. At 7:05, we are live streaming on Facebook this morning, so you can check us out there for the mid-morning show coffee break, and we're kind of talking a little bit about the same subject we're talking about this morning, and that is maybe there's something in your house that you wish you could give away. I'm really proud of my wife. She's been giving away some things that she's been hanging on to for quite a while, and finally just said, you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm going to give some of this stuff away, which is good. Because I've kind of been that way. I think I inherited the gene of, well, you never know. You might need that. And
I know other people with that gene. It's pretty popular gene, actually.
My dad used to be famous, notorious for driving down the road, and all of a sudden he's pulling over to the side of the road, and I'm going, what are you doing? I saw something back there. We got to pick it up, I'm going, what is it? I don't know. It's a bungee strap. What? Well, it could come in handy. Famous for that. Stopping and picking up stuff. And, well, you never know. It could come in handy.
And it's so much more exciting, actually, to do something like that, to find something alongside of the road that you want to keep, than it is to think about getting rid of something that you kind of have an attachment to.
Yeah, well, that's
because
true.
You've had it so many years.
Yeah.
Or it belonged to your kids.
Right.
That's what I have trouble with. I have a lot of stuff from the kids that I really don't need anymore, and they're not. I mean, I don't.
And they don't want it.
Right. I don't think they're going to play with the light bright.
Yeah, right. We have got boxes of stuff that's up in our attic that belong to our kids. That when they moved out, it was like that particular memory just went away. It's like, I don't even remember I have that. Oh, we remember. It's right there. So maybe we got stuff we need to give away, but. Yeah, so if you've got something, what is it? What is that thing that you wish you could just give away and get rid of? 800-221-9356. Steve, it's not really what I want to give away, it's what I should give away.
Oh, that's a good distinction.
That's true. This cat that I befriended, she's so naughty. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Phyllis said, what about giving white elephant gifts? Yeah. That's what gets good.
I've gotten some interesting things in white elephant gifts.
Yeah.
Yep.
I felt bad about a white elephant gift I gave away once.
Oh, I remember the story.
I was in college, and I was told that, hey, we're having a department Christmas party.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, we're doing White Elephant too? So I reached into my closet, and I found a B movie that I never watched and I didn't want. And oh, the look of sadness as the person opened it up and saw that. I felt really bad about that.
That might be another topic for another day sometime. What's the most interesting white elephant gift you've ever received, you know? I received I was working at Family Life Communications down in Tucson, Arizona back in 1999 and 98 and part of 99. But with that Christmas party of 98, we had this, and we were getting ready. They were getting ready for Y2K and all of that. So I got this Y2K survival kit. Can of Spam, a candle, a bottle of water.
It sure came in handy, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Needed that. Hey, it's about 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. Ken and Deb here. You know, one great way that you can start your day every day or anytime throughout the day, and that is to get a great devotional. And we've got a new mobile app. Well, it's kind of new. It's not super new, but it's there. It's the Today in the Word mobile app from Moody.
And what's really nice about these apps is that you can listen to the devotional as well. So, for instance, if you're driving in the car and you don't want to read it, you can go ahead and, listen to it being read to you. And they've got a lot of other things that can go alongside study tools, things like that will help you dig deeper into the subject, which is Advent right now and hope this month. So check it out. If you don't have a devotional this month, this is a great way to prepare your heart for Christmas.
Sure. And it brings up a verse of the day for you as well and all kinds of different features. So wherever you get your apps from, just look for the Today in the Word app from Moody, and you'll be glad that you did. Here's for King and Country's Little Drummer Boy on Moody Radio. Always wanted to say that. You'll be glad you did. And more. All right. Took the silly pills this morning. Hey, Carrie's listening in Ohio. Or watching, I guess.
Yeah, nice to have you with us, Carrie. I was trying to think of things in the house that I don't know. I have a lot of stuff in the garage. Do you ever put your stuff in the garage to forget about it? Like,
I've got a whole
let's
garage.
Put it in the garage.
Yeah, and my kids have got stuff in there too. My son, who used to work at a big box store, I guess we're on Facebook. He worked at Menards, and but occasionally they would get things that were returned. And then they would go back in this area of the store in the back. And then if employees wanted to buy them, they could buy them at like really discounted prices and stuff.
Well, that's a nice perk.
They actually let the employees there.
I don't know if they still do. They did at that
We weren't
time.
allowed to do that.
Oh, okay. So maybe I gave away like a trade secret or something. I don't know. But he picked up this really pretty good size air compressor. And he brought it home, and it wasn't working when he brought it home, but he brought it home and he got it working.
Oh, good for him.
And when he moved out, he didn't have a place to put it. So almost 10 years ago, It's still in my garage, even though I've already got two air compressors of my own. But it's still in there. And yeah, so
Those things are hard to move, boy, too. That's a heavy thing.
Yeah, that thing's huge.
Yeah.
And so anyway, so he's supposedly going to be buying a house next year. He and his wife are supposedly going to be buying a house next year, and so maybe it will leave then. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah.
Well, we had a piano that was in our house when we bought it because they couldn't take it out
Okay.
because it wouldn't fit. And it didn't really work. It had all the broken keys
Oh,
and all
wow.
that was like an old upright.
Yeah.
And so we had to take it apart. Talk about
Oh,
heavy.
man. I'll bet.
I mean, really, to get that out of there
That
was
soundboard in there is huge.
It was,
They're heavy.
yeah, it was quite the ordeal. But it wasn't worth fixing or anything like that. It just had too far gone. And we've gotten water in the basement too, so it's just like, anyway.
Yeah.
That's more than you needed to know. We want to know. We want to know about you.
What was that? Steve said most of the stuff I want to give away belongs to Linda.
I think that is it with spouses because that's kind of like with me too, Steve. Some of the things in the basement that I think, why do we have so many of these? It's because, my husband fixes computers or works on computers, and so he has all these parts, and I'm like, why do we need all these parts?
I have. You remember growing up, we had something called a Hassock. It was a box that had like a footstool, had storage place in it. My parents call it, my mom called it a Hassock. I don't know. Anyway, I'll tell you more of that story coming up. That is for King and Country's Little Drummer Boy on Moody Radio Quad Cities. It is 7:15, and Mike has a good story of something about giving things away. He says that my wife and granddaughter just did that loading up the car to drop off at Goodwill or something like that thing, and, well, I was happy to help them load it. And when they got back from dropping it all off, they came back in the house with bags of more stuff from the store. Does it ever stop? That's funny. Very good, Mike. Yeah, I've had that happen before, too. You take stuff and then come back. Hey, but it was a good deal. It was on sale.
That kind of, actually, Mike reminded me of something. We did drop off some stuff at the store like that, the resale store.
Yes.
And the person in front of us was unloading stuff. And I was like, that is so cool. I mean, I really liked the stuff they were unloading, and then there was a little voice in the background. The reason why you're getting rid of this stuff is because you have too much stuff.
It's like that commercial. We all see it. We all see it. We all see it. Anyway, is there something that's in your house that you wish you could give away? What is that? 800-221-9356. Anyway. So
a hassock.
Hassock.
Is that how you spell Hassock?
I don't know how you spell. My mom used to say, "Hey, go in the hassock. I got this." I'm going, okay. I don't look it up and see what that is.
Never heard of that. Hassock. I'm just going to go by that.
I don't know.
It's an ottoman.
Okay, there you go. See, I wasn't crazy.
Yeah, you were right.
So anyway, we have a hassock that's my son had in his room. Full of all kinds of cables.
Okay.
You name it. Coax cables, computer cables, all kinds of cables just in there. And, I've actually gotten something out of there before that I needed, but it's just loaded. So I think he's coming home for Christmas. And he's got a new vehicle that has more room in it now. He's got a little SUV. I think he's going to inherit the hassock. Because I know the air compressor won't fit in there, but I know the hassock full of cables will.
Well, they have those huge, big gift bags you can buy. I mean, you could put it in a huge gift bag.
No, you don't understand. Hassock. I just want it gone. Oh, you're talking about the Hassock in a gift
Yes,
bag.
put the Hassock
well,
in
that'd
a
have to
gift
be a
bag.
pretty big bag.
And, and just set it out
Yeah.
for him with his name on it.
Yeah. Here, this is your present. Take it home. No opening it till you get home now.
It's a surprise.
Right, exactly. The thing about doing this thing with Facebook that we're live streaming, hope he's not watching. And I know his friend Chris from Omaha sometimes watches. Chris, you can't tell him that I'm sending the Hassock full of cables home. No, I don't know if I'll do that or not.
I'm just excited because I learned a new word.
See?
I have never heard that before, Hassock.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've had an ottoman before.
Has anybody else heard of the Hassock? Staple the bag shut, Carrie said. That's a good idea. Oh.
Well, also we're going to have coming in Jason Crosby here in just a few minutes, and he is going to offer up a devotional from Luke 2, 1 through 7, which, of course, if you recognize that, that's where the Christmas story is found in Luke. And
right.
So looking forward to that, very timely as we go through Advent. And
if
you're listening to this Ken and Deb Facebook Live, and it's after Tuesday morning, you can always hear these interviews or the devotionals again on our website at kenanddeb.org.
Yeah, so just check that out, and you'll hear a great devotional from Luke chapter 2 with Jason Crosby. $7:19, Ken and Deb here, and I just got a little bit of confirmation from Lori of something I was mentioning on the live stream. I was mentioning that we have this Hassock, and I had this look from Deb like I had 3 heads or something. It was like, I've never heard that
I thought it was
before.
some kind of fish.
No, that's haddock. This is Hassock. And so she looked it up, and it's actually an audubon. But it's it's an old term for an
I
audubon.
had never heard that before.
But we have this Hassock they have a lid and it opens up and you can put stuff in it. And my son has this thing jammed full of cables, like computer cables and coax cables and extension cords and all kinds of stuff in there. It's just a mess. Anyway, so we was talking about that. And Lori had said, yeah, my mom always called it that.
Yeah, so
a Hassock.
I learned something new today. I always love learning something new.
You know, I haven't used that word in like 30 years till today. Hassock.
Maybe we should do a whole program on that. Old words.
Yeah, that we grew
Words,
up with.
yeah, that we don't say anymore.
Right. Could be interesting. All right. Another story for another day. News is coming up here in just a couple of minutes. Right now, it's Hope Darst with Peace Be Still on Moody Radio Quad Cities. Good morning.
It's a little foggy out there this morning.
Yeah.
I was looking outside. I don't think it's my glasses.
Just looking over at Emily's text that we got here.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Jeremy, your mom commented on Facebook.
I'm sure she mentioned a vest.
No.
Nope, never mind.
Oh, you got to see Jeremy's face. Oh.
How do you feel about that, Jeremy?
Well, should we read it? It's there for everybody to read.
Would you like to read it?
Charlotte says, I am willing to give up Jeremy, marriage, to a nice Christian girl who would love him, respect him, support him, and spoil Zora.
Oh, man.
Oh, Charlotte, that made our morning. That's
I think that's payback for the 6:30 phone call this morning.
I had what could be good news for her.
Oh, what fun.
Heidi said eyeglasses and cell phones. Oh, yeah. There's tons of that stuff laying around the house, you know.
You can feed it to that green monster at the mall.
I guess I haven't been to the mall in a while.
It's this where you can hand in your cell phones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's
You-
what you're
you-
talking
you-
about. I'm
you do.
going, really? I guess
If
I
it's
should
still
keep
there,
up on these
that's
things.
where we got rid of our old cell phones as we brought them in, and you feed it
Okay.
to them.
They feed it to them?
I mean, it's not
Does
really
it
a
burp
monster.
or anything? You know, or... Thank you. Okay. Jeremy's still in shock. I think we better end the mid-morning show coffee break here this morning. Have a great rest of your day.
Oh, enjoy.
We'll be back tomorrow morning just after 7 o'clock, and go get rid of something from your house. All right, see ya.
I think that's enough fun for one day.